The Krell hunting party materialized on the forest moon of Vendara 7 with the confidence of apex predators entering a game preserve. Their combat suits hummed with integrated weaponry, each system worth more than a small planetary economy. Advanced tactical displays flickered across their vision, cataloging threats, measuring atmospheric composition, and ranking potential prey by challenge level. Commander Zekthar flexed his forearms, each mounted with retractable plasma blades and neural disruptors. The Krell had hunted on 1,000 worlds, claiming trophies from species that had evolved in gravity wells 3 times standard, in acidic atmospheres, and in the frozen methane storms of rogue planets. They were the galaxy's premier hunters, and this expedition was meant to be a leisurely afternoon. "Scan complete," announced the ship's artificial intelligence through their neural links. "Cataloging indigenous life forms. Multiple apex predators detected. Recommended prey: the 6-legged Vendaran stalker. Class 4 threat level." Zekthar dismissed the recommendation with a thought. "Boring. We've hunted stalkers on 12 worlds. Find me something interesting." The AI paused for a microsecond, an eternity for quantum processors. Detecting anomaly. Non-indigenous life form. Single entity, bipedal, classification uncertain. Uncertain. Zekthar's mandibles clicked with amusement. His hunting party gathered closer. Their interest piqued. "Your database contains profiles of every known spacefaring species in the galaxy." Affirmative. "However, this entity does not match any combat-worthy profile. Preliminary scan indicates no scales, no natural armor, no venom sacs, no enhanced musculature. Blunt dentition suggesting omnivorous diet, no claws, no apparent natural weapons." The hunting party burst into chittering laughter. "It gets better," the AI continued. "Current status unarmed. No energy weapons detected. No plasma rifles. No molecular blades. No combat suit. In fact, minimal clothing. Threat assessment negligible." Zekthar's hearts pumped with excitement. A lost explorer? Some unfortunate trader whose ship crashed? Where is this pathetic creature? Coordinates transmitted. Distance 2 kilometers heading north through the canyon. Entity appears to be running. Running? Zekthar activated his combat suit's propulsion system. From what? Unclear. No predators in immediate vicinity. Entity appears to be engaging in voluntary locomotion at sustained pace. The hunting party exchanged glances. This was too perfect. A lost, helpless creature, alone on a hostile world, unarmed and unarmored. It would be a mercy killing, really. Quick sport before they found something more challenging. They descended into the canyon, moving with practiced silence despite their bulk. The Krell were 7-foot-tall chitinous warriors, evolution's gift to a high-gravity death world. They could see in 12 spectrums, smell fear across kilometers, and their reaction time was measured in milliseconds. Zekthar spotted the creature first. It was small, perhaps 6 feet tall, with pale skin glistening with moisture. Its clothing was minimal, just synthetic shorts and soft foot coverings. No armor, no weapons. It moved with a strange rhythmic gait, feet pounding against the ground in a pattern that seemed almost hypnotic. "That's it?" one of the hunters asked. "That's the mysterious entity?" The AI spoke again, and this time there was something different in its tone. Something that might have been confusion, if artificial intelligence could experience such things. Designation confirmed. Species human. Origin, Sol 3, commonly designated Earth. Current threat assessment, recalculating. Zekthar raised his plasma rifle, targeting systems locking onto the human center mass. Too easy, he'd make it quick. "Wait." The AI's voice cut through their neural links with unusual urgency. "Anomaly detected. This entity has been running for approximately 1 standard hour. Heart rate elevated but stable. Respiration increased but controlled. Body temperature regulated through liquid secretion, a cooling mechanism. Distance covered 12 kilometers. So?" Zekthar kept his weapon trained. "It's fleeing. Probably sensed us." "Negative. Analysis of movement patterns suggests recreational activity. The human is engaging in voluntary sustained locomotion. No prey is running from this entity. No predator is pursuing this entity. It is simply running. For pleasure." The hunting party fell silent. "Impossible," Zekthar muttered. "No species runs without purpose. Flight or chase, those are the only reasons." Correction to previous assessment, the AI continued, and now its voice carried a weight that made Zekthar's combat instincts flare. "Humans are pursuit predators. They evolved on a death world where they hunted by running their prey to exhaustion. They can sustain locomotive activity for hours, sometimes days. Their cooling system allows them to regulate temperature during sustained exertion, in a way few species can match. Zekthar watched as the human continued its steady pace, seemingly unaware of the predators surrounding it. Or perhaps not unaware, perhaps simply unconcerned. Further analysis, the AI went on, its tone shifting to something resembling warning. Humans lack natural weapons because they created artificial ones. They lack natural armor because they built it. They are tool users of exceptional capability. They are also persistent, notably persistent. Galactic records indicate multiple instances of humans tracking targets across star systems for years. They do not abandon hunts. They do not forget offenses. The human's head turned slightly and Zekthar saw its eyes, not the eyes of prey, not panicked or afraid, calculating, aware. The creature raised one hand in a gesture that universal translators parsed as a greeting. Then it smiled. Final threat assessment update, the AI announced, and Zekthar felt his grip tighten on his weapon. Recommendation: disengage. While currently unarmed, human entities have demonstrated exceptional creativity in weaponizing their environment. They are endurance hunters. They are problem solvers. The AI paused, and in that pause, Zekthar saw the human smile widen. It wasn't friendly. It was the smile of something that knew it was being hunted and found the situation amusing. Correction to initial assessment, the AI concluded. Classification updated. Entity is not prey. Entity is apex predator. Historically, attempts to hunt humans have resulted in role reversal. They become the hunters. Recommendation revised. Retreat immediately. The human waved again, then turned and continued running, disappearing around a bend in the canyon. The hunting party stood frozen, weapons raised as predators who had just realized they were standing in another predator's territory. Zekthar lowered his rifle slowly. AI, delete this encounter from the logs. Acknowledged. The Krell hunting party rematerialized on their ship 3 minutes later, moving faster than they had ever moved in retreat. They told no one what they had seen. They chose a different moon to hunt. And on Vendara 7, the human finished his morning run, checked his fitness tracker, and smiled. 12 kilometers in under an hour. Not bad for an alien planet. He'd have to tell the crew about the interesting wildlife he'd spotted. The big insectoid things with all the weapons. They'd looked absolutely terrified. Humans, after all, didn't need to look dangerous. That was the whole point.